Okay, fourth grade, today we are going to be working with what's called a sprite. It's a whole different kind of coding that we've done before. It looks really different than the code.org levels we've been working on. A sprite is like a character in a program of some kind. We might see it in other programs too, like Scratch if you've ever used that. But it's basically like how do you manipulate, how do you move around the things that you see on the screen, the characters. So we're going to learn how we end up doing that. In Course E, when you get into code.org and log yourself in, we're going to head down. Notice how this guy over here says sprites, and so this is the level that we're working for. We should have already done these 4 levels right here. So now we're heading down, and we will be, where's my mouse? There it is. We're going to be going here to 6 and 7. That's our task today, 6 and 7. All right, so let's take a look at 6 and 7. Now it starts us off with a video. And this is important. Please watch this video because it explains kind of the basics of what we're going to be doing. So watch it. Then, after you watch that video, here is what our main area looks like. So we've got this tumbleweed over here. And what has to happen on puzzle number 1 at least is that we're going to take our tumbleweed and we have to make a prediction about what's going to happen. So what happens here is we'll look at the code and notice how it looks a whole lot different than it has in the past. Now it's like lots of different colors, but we can still read it and figure out what it's saying. So it says, when run, make a new tumbleweed, sprite at, and then it has like 2 different numbers. So it's important that those numbers, if you put your mouse up here onto your work area, you'll also see 2 numbers. They are on a coordinate plane, and you worked with those before. You have an x-axis and a y-axis. X is first, Y is second. And in fact, it actually tells you, like right here, like which is X and which is Y. And so when you see this, you're saying, oh, I get it. We're going to put this tumbleweed at this X and this Y, 399. Next, it says, what will it do? Well, the sprite, which is this sprite, the tumbleweed, is going to begin tumbling. So you have to put in some sort of text here to say what it is that you think is going to have. I think it will tumble. And then you say run to see if you're right. Oh, look, I'm right. There it goes. See, it tumbles. Tumbleweed. This is important, though. These levels are not going to actually ask you to do a whole lot. We push the finish button here. But what they are going to ask you to do is think through just one step at a time what you're going to add. This first level, we're actually going to make a fish in a fishbowl and add a second sprite as well. So it's a part of our larger work area. So in these puzzles, everything you add here is going to carry on to the other puzzles that you see kind of up here. So we'll take a look. I cannot stress this enough to you. Read the directions. Read these right up here. This tells you exactly what you need to be doing. So it says, you know, we're going to make a fish tank, and it tells us over here how we have to change this into being something else. So we're going to change that into a fish, and then we're going to make sure that it happens right down here. To change a sprite, we go over here to where our sprite is at. It says make a new, let's not make a new tumbleweed. Let's click it and make a new, and you can pick any of these objects that you want. I'm going to pick a red fish, I think. Notice how it changes right away over here to the red fish. Okay, next, what are we going to do? We also, if we pushed run right now, nothing happens. And the reason that nothing happens is because we said make a new red fish, and then we said and have the tumbleweed start to tumble. Well, we don't, or start spinning right, I guess. We don't have a tumbleweed anymore. We only have a red fish. So we also have to make sure that we change everything so that it matches. If it doesn't match, it's not going to know. This reads pretty simple. When you push the run button, make a red fish at this location. Have the red fish start to spin. That's it. Look, there it goes. The rest of these levels are you going to be doing that exact same thing. You're going to take a look at the directions and change it bit by bit. When you get further and further along, you'll add your own sprites as well. Let me just show you how that looks real fast. So in these levels here, you'll notice that you've got world like this, and sprites, and behaviors, and comments. Now the comments section doesn't make the characters say anything. It's just a place for you to mark down for your own notes what you're doing here. And like then I can see it too, but it's not going to actually make them say anything. If you want to say something, you're going to have to use say blocks. The last level here is a free play level where you get to create anything and everything. They've given you some more sprites in here, there's some more actions, some more behaviors. The comments not to stay the same. Here's some events, and we worked on those in the past, so you get to explore this. Now, if you get done with it, then we're going to go ahead and move on. So this is number 9 when you push that run button and you finish it. Okay, and we move on to that next level. It'll actually take you to another sprite building level. In this case, it's an alien dance party. Follow the directions right up here as you've done before, and you're going to make some aliens dance. Just to preview it real fast, you know, we've got these levels that you're going to build up and build up and build up on. And then finally, at the end, we're going to have a level that we get to free play. And they're all going to have some stuff in here, which is great. And I can already see what's going to happen. It says, set the background. We have make 3 sprites. We have then some actions happening. Let's scroll down and see what these actions are. So this says, have the blue sprite start to jitter. Have the pink sprite start to patrol. And have this orange sprite start to wander. So we can already figure this stuff out, and then throughout this course, we'll add more to it. We'll add behaviors and other events and actions and things like that to make it fun. Okay? Try this out. It's not that hard if you say it out loud. Like, say the things, say the directions out loud as you read them, and I think you'll be able to get it pretty quickly. If you have any questions or anything like that, email me and make sure that I know what they are so that I can get back to you, and I hope you have fun with this. Remember, computer science is changing the world. You get to be a part of that change.